episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Excuse me. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. So, those of you who are watching, you may have been bullied um, when you who were younger. And I saw all this post by Mental Health CEO, someone I follow on Instagram. And the post was, being bullied as a child can cause you to become an adult who. And so when I saw this post, I knew it would relate to me because I was verbally bullied. Okay. And it may relate to some of you. Um, Being bullied as a child can cause you to become an adult who fantasizes about taking revenge or exacting vengeance on those who bully you, or vanishing completely from your current life. So let me speak on that one for a second. Yeah. So I had a speech problem. I still do to today. Um and so there were times where I would get made fun of, verbally bullied when I was riding home on the bus from school. And there were times where I would made fun of. And as I got older, um as I graduated from high school, again, I was bitter about my experience. Um, and there were times after high school where I dreamed of taking my fist and just knocking someone's skull into next week. Okay. Yeah, I actually fantasized about that. Yeah. Um, I would just take my fist and I would just knock somebody's skull into next week. That's just the honest truth. That's just the honest truth. Um, has always felt like a reject, or that you have never fit into any group, place, or community out of fear that you will be bullied and isolated. um, is easily it is easily indoctrinated, okay, into cults or cult-like groups or movements due to your need for acceptance and belonging. Anticipates and overthinks other people's emotions. I'm guilty of that. Um, from their gestures or words in an attempt to give them what they want so they leave you alone. Okay. Empathizes deeply with the plight of the oppressed, people all over the world developing a sense of justice and righteousness, but feels desperately hopeless and powerless when they see the declining state of the world and the fate of the oppressed. Um, Feels like they're walking on eggshells with every word they say due to their fear that everyone secretly hates them. Get guilty. Get guilty of that. Feels distrust towards authorities, institutions, and other adults as no one even batted an eye when they tried to tell them you were bullied. Okay. Yeah. So those are the things that when you're bullied, when you're younger, when you become older as an adult, they can turn you into some things that are unfortunate things that you wish that you didn't have to deal with. Let's say it like that. Okay. Um, for me, um, being verbally bullied, I've talked about this before. I was an pretty angry person when I graduated high school. I was angry and I was bitter um, when I graduated high school. Yeah. So Um, for me, bullying led me to be angry, bitter, um, led to depression, and a suicide attempt, among other things that were going on. Okay, it wasn't just bullying. Okay, it wasn't just the fact that I was made fun of in high school and grade school. It was other things um, that that were going on um, that caused me to attempt to end my life. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let me see. Um, okay, not that. Okay, so this one by the Real Depression Project. Okay, reasons depression can start to become comfortable. You suffer so much, so that's all you suffered so much that it's all you know, and happiness becomes scary and unfamiliar. Yeah, yeah. Um, especially yeah, 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 yeah. When you're trying to better yourself from the depression, you're trying to better yourself depression, and you find yourself making progress. Okay, you find yourself making progress. All of a sudden, your thoughts are like your brain, the normal way you used to think when you were depressed says, wait a second, what are you doing? You're starting to think like this now. You've always thought like that. Okay, you've always thought like that. So why are you thinking like that? You think like this every time. Okay, I take you to think like this every time, and depression talks to you. Okay, depression talks to you. Okay, and just like depression talks to you, people who have been addicted say, "Hey, alcohol talks to you, drugs talk to you, pornography talks to you." Okay, yes, it does, and it is very, very, very real. It is very, very real. So you suffer so much that it's all you know. Happiness becomes scary and unfamiliar. You don't want to get your hopes up because whenever you've gotten your hopes up in the past, you have been let down. You're too tired to take action and to create change. And your worldview or self perception holds you back from this. You develop a dark sense of humor, unhealthy habits to numb yourself to your suffering. And while it's allowed you to survive, it's also made you less motivated to change. Yeah. So one of my unhealthy habits to numb suffering was porno. Okay. Um, and while it's allowed you to survive, it's also made you less motivated to change. Okay. And I'm just glad that's used to be an unhealthy habit of mine. Um, it can be very, very hard to kick those habits. Okay. Because again, that's all you know. That's all you know. That's what you turn to when you're suffering. Okay. Comfort and safety is necessary to survive. And even if this can hold you back from growing, it has helped you still be here today. Okay. So those are the reasons why depression can start to become comfortable. Okay. And one more thing. 5 reasons you are not a failure. Okay? 5 reasons you are not a failure. Even when you feel like you are one. You have learned from the experience and therefore made a lesson out of it that makes you more likely for success in the future. Failing at something doesn't make you a failure. When you are who you are cannot be reduced to a time or event where you fell below your standards. You are so much more than this. You keep showing up, trying, and making adjustments, and try to create a better outcome. And even if that hasn't led to your success yet, that doesn't mean it won't in the future. Okay? Failure is a necessary stepping stone to success and positive outcomes in the future. Okay? It reveals things that don't work and is essential for growth and development. Okay? We are all human beings and we are all innately imperfect. Let me read that one more time. We are all human beings and we are all innately perfect. We all make mistakes. We all have our flaws. And we all fall short of our expectations at times. We're all sinners, okay? We all fall short of God's glory, okay? So you deserve to give yourself some grace and acceptance, not shame and criticism for this, okay? We are all human beings and we are all innately imperfect, okay? And one of the things that people talk about is there like the pressure to be perfect every time, okay? The pressure to have to be perfect for someone or whatnot, okay? Listen, you don't have to be perfect for anybody, okay? You don't have to be perfect for anybody, okay? There is no such thing as a perfect person in this world, okay? There is no such thing as no perfect person, okay? So don't get the idea that you have to be perfect every time for everyone because you don't, okay? Like this post has said, we're all human beings. We're all flawed. We're all sinners. We all fall short of the glory of God, okay? So, this thing that you have to feel perfect for everybody. No, you don't. That's a lie. That's a lie. You don't have to be perfect for anybody. And if you try to be perfect for everybody, that's just going to get you more oppressed. And yeah. So don't feel you have to be perfect, okay? Because you don't. And don't let anybody else ever tell you otherwise, okay? So to those of you who have felt like you didn't measure up or wanted to quit, look up, get up, and don't ever give up. All right? Don't give up on yourself. Okay? You matter. Don't give up on yourself. You matter. All right? Okay. That's it. For the Sean Farrell podcast, I am out of here. May God bless you all. I'm out of here. Peace.